I'm excited to help you out in your training today with your family history training. I wanted to show you a really exciting tool that's going to help you out with solving problems in your family history research. Often we'll get stuck on a problem or two, and doing a simple search in FamilySearch or Ancestry doesn't always yield the results that we need. So I'm going to show you the magic of the FamilySearch Wiki, and I'm going to show you how powerful it is and how helpful it is. So I'm going to go to an ancestor of mine in FamilySearch and show you how I would use this. It's real simple to use and it's very powerful. So let me click out of this for a second and go to an ancestor of mine. So here is, actually, let's do this. Okay, we'll go to this page here. So let's say that we're trying to solve a problem with an ancestor, trying to prove birth, marriage, and death, and all of that important information. I'm going to go to the tree of FamilySearch right here. So if you follow my cursor right here, I'm going to go to search, and then we're going to go to family tree. And I've got this. Oh, sorry. We're going to go not to search. Sorry, I did that wrong. We're going to go to family tree and then tree again. So family tree, then tree again. Okay, and here's my fan chart in the family tree. And I know that I want to look for a couple of records for an ancestor of mine. And watch my cursor here. We're going to go up to this Thomas Boone Wilcox. And we're going to click over here at the top right to get to his name. And here he is. So what I want to do with this individual is I want to find a marriage record and a death record to help me prove him out a little bit more. Now, I could certainly use the hints that are on the right, and often they do help, but they don't always show up. Also, doing a search under the records is usually the first place I go, but often when you use the search directly, they don't always yield results, especially for records that are not indexed. All of the microfilm at the FamilySearch Library have been digitized, but we're far from completing the indexing. So they don't always show up when you do a nice, easy search in here. Now, last time when we did our meeting, I showed you how to use the catalog in FamilySearch, which is up here in search and then catalog. And this was one of your best friends. But your other best friend is the Research Wiki, the Research Wiki. And I'm going to click on this. And so if I'm stuck on a problem, and I use this Research Wiki every day, at the library, we always teach our guests how to use the Research Wiki along with the catalog. So sometimes you'll even go to the catalog and not find what you need, or maybe the quick search didn't do it. But so when there's a real challenge and you need a lifeboat, this is the page that's going to do it. We have an entire team at the FamilySearch Library that contributes to this wiki. And the person that's over this wiki has over 30 years experience with the wiki in creating it. So if you look at the number of articles that we've accumulated, it's over 107,000 articles in the Research Wiki. So when you get stuck on something, do this, okay? So the cool thing about the wiki is that it's organized by country and state and county and city. And it's also organized by topic. So what I'm going to do is I want to find that information about my ancestor, Thomas Boone Wilcox, but I couldn't find the information in the catalog or by going to doing a quick search itself. So I'm going to find out what I'm expected to find. And that's where the Research Wiki comes in. It'll show you what you should expect to find. Now, also, the catalog, talking about the catalog and the wiki together, the catalog is going to show you what specifically is at FamilySearch, online or at the library itself. But the wiki is going to show you not only what's in FamilySearch, but also what's in Ancestry.com, MyHeritage, the libraries and archives, and other resources. It's also going to show you what to expect to find in certain time ranges, as well as a little bit of history that's necessary to put things in perspective. So what I'm going to do is I need to find a marriage record for this Thomas Boone Wilcox. But I know that he lived in Callaway County, Missouri. So I'm going to go to Missouri right now in this search box right here. So follow my cursor. I'm going to type in Missouri. And I want to select Missouri United States genealogy. Now, you could do the same kind of search for every single state in the United States. There's a Utah United States genealogy, Idaho United States genealogy, and so forth. So I'm going to select Missouri United States genealogy. And all of the states in the United States are organized the exact same way. There's a map here below that allows you to select a county. It's a clickable map. Or if you're not sure exactly where the county is, they're in alphabetical order down here. Also on the right, I just wanted to show you where it says beginning research. You could get some guided research by clicking on guided research here, and it'll tell you how to find birth, marriage, and death records step by step as you click on these 3 links. But also, you could go to Record Finder over on the right. You see this here, Record Finder, and say, let's suppose that you're looking for a marriage record. It'll tell you the kind of records that you can go to find marriages, as well as other kinds of records. But also this Record Finder is helpful over here. Like if you wanted to get trying to find a maiden name, it'll tell you what kind of records to search first, and maybe some alternate records over here. So this is just one way of using the state pages in the Research Wiki. Now, what you'll notice is as you scroll down on the right here, it'll show you all of the genealogically important record sets that are basically on the state level. But the reality is that most records, especially the records that were kept by courthouses, are going to be on the county level. So you're going to want to go to the county level most of the time. So I'm going to scroll down here to the county that I need, which is Callaway County, Missouri, for my ancestor, Thomas Boone Wilcox. I'm going to click on Callaway County over here on the right. See, it's all alphabetical. We'll click on that. And now all of the counties in the United States are organized the same way. And this is really powerful. If you look here already, right here in the middle, there's always a table that shows you what record sets to expect and which dates. So it shows you the earliest dates of birth, marriage, and death, and also courthouse, land, probate, and census records when they were first available. Now, if you look over on the right, it gives you some information about the counties, because you have to remember that in the 17 and 1800s, especially, a lot of the counties were in the process of forming. And so just because we had Callaway County now doesn't mean that it's always been Callaway County. Before 1820, it was actually Montgomery County. So look over on the right here, and it shows you when the county was organized. So in other words, records after that time period are more likely to be available on the county level. But if you're looking before 1820, you're going to have to go to Montgomery County. And then you could click there and see that there's Montgomery County here. And you can find what you need in Montgomery County. But I'm going to click back because I know I need Callaway County. It also shows you the neighboring counties right here. And if we scroll down to the bottom, there's always a map that shows the county that you're interested in and all of the other surrounding counties, which is really powerful if you're trying to find a record that may have possibly been in one of these other counties before your county was organized, in this case, Callaway County. Now, if you look over on the right, it shows all of the genealogically important record sets that are available on this exact page. Like I said, there's over 100,000 of these pages, but all of these are hyperlinks to the same page, but different parts of the same page. So for example, if I'm trying to find a land record, I'm going to click on land records over here on the left and see how it hyperlinks to the bottom to land records. And it shows you what to expect to find in land records. Now I'm looking for a marriage record. So, I mean, you could play around with this when we're finished today, but check this out. I'm going to go to vital records down here, and marriage happens to be there. So I'm going to click on marriage, and I'm looking for a marriage record for a Thomas Boone Wilcox. Now, I know that he was probably married around 1871. So let's see if we can find this marriage record. Now I'm looking for marriages right here. There's a couple of different possibilities. If you look at the dates here, we need 1870, right? Now this first one might do it, but I think this second one here is probably just as good or maybe even better, because this is showing that it says index and images. Now the top one says index, which is good, but I want the pictures too. I want the images of the microfilm. I want the exact marriage record. So I'm going to click on Missouri County Marriage and Naturalization Records. And this is kind of nice because I could type in his name now. So I'm going to type in his name, Thomas Wilcox. And I know that based on census records, he was in Callaway County, Missouri. So I'm going to go Callaway County, Missouri. I'm going to select this down here, the gray here, see where I'm at. Now I'm going to do more options on this because I don't see marriage on here, but we're going to do this. We'll click on marriage. This allows me to put the place of marriage right here. And I put Callaway in both places. I don't think it matters too much, but I'm going to put the marriage year here. So I know he was married sometime between 1870 and 1872. And let's just see what happens. Okay. I'm going to click search. And there he is. He just happens to be the only one on this page, which kind of surprises me a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and click on his name and see if this is him. I know that he was married to a Mary, because on the census records, it said Mary Wilcox in that case. But let's click on this, Thomas B. Wilcox. And what's interesting is this person happens to be a direct descendant of Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone's father was a direct ancestor of Thomas Boone Wilcox. Anyway, this is our person right here. Thomas B. Wilcox to Mary Fanny Gilbert, 1871. And we're going to want to save this and attach it to our tree. But it's always important to not only just look at what's indexed here, but to look at the actual record, because there's probably going to be hints here that were not indexed. So see if you can help me find this. I'm looking for Thomas Wilcox to Mary Gilbert. Oh, here she is here, or them. You see where it is here? Wilcox to Gilbert. Now, I'm not going to read all that. You could read through this on your own when you find your own ancestor, but I definitely want this. Now, I want to attach it to my tree, Thomas Boone Wilcox's name and family tree, but it's going to be better if I attach the indexed part, so I can have both this part and the image. Now, guys, it's always important. Don't just print these out. I mean, it's helpful to have it printed out, but it's even more important to attach it to your tree in FamilySearch so that other members of your family can have access to this document, and it'll save them time in having to look for it themselves. So we're going to attach this record directly on Thomas Boone Wilcox. So watch how I do this. I showed this last week, but those of you who may have missed this, check it out again. So I'm going to click attach to tree, and it's going to attach to Thomas Boone Wilcox because his was the last name that I searched in FamilySearch. So, okay. So I'm going to go and put a reason here. I'll just say names, dates, and locations match other records, which they do. And I'm going to click attach here on the right. Now, I also want to attach this same exact marriage record to his wife, Mary Fanny Gilbert. So all you have to do is click this arrow button, attach, right here. And you'll see that you don't have to retype anything here, and just click attach and we're good. Okay. Now I want to show you how slick this works. I'm going to click on view Thomas Boone Wilcox here. This actually just refreshes his page with the new information. So this should work. I'm going to click on sources so you can see how nice this worked out. And let's see, I think this is it. No, this isn't. Well, this is one of them, but I have another one here. Oh, it's the second one. This in here. I missed it. Sorry. But there it is. Okay, with the image in it. And you can click on that image again. So really important that you attach the sources. Now, so again, where did we get this from? We got it from the research wiki. So I'm going to go back. I know that I want to get a death record too. I want to get proof of death. I have a date in here, but you might have a date in yours, but you have to wonder, is this correct or not? Is this accurate? And where did they get it from? Well, we're going to find out here. So I'm going to go back to the wiki again. Here is the research wiki again. This is that Callaway County, Missouri research wiki page. And this time I need a death record. Now watch how powerful this is, okay? I'm going to click down here to vital records again on the left. See where I'm at with the cursor? Scroll down where it says death, and I'm looking for a death for Thomas Boone Wilcox that occurred sometime around 1916, 17, or 18, just based on other records that I have. Excuse me, he didn't show up in the 1920 census, so he probably died sometime before that, and I'm looking for deaths. Now I want you to notice something here. On this page, this is scrolled down to deaths, right? The interesting thing is I don't see 16, 17, or 18 here, which is where when I think he died. This it might be a possibility here, but it just says index, and I'm looking for the certificate. Let's scroll down here a little bit more, and you'll notice that none of these say 1917, but there is one, with the exception, there is one right here at Missouri Digital Heritage. This isn't even in FamilySearch or Ancestry. Now, let me show you how powerful this is. If you think that all the records are in FamilySearch or Ancestry, you're going to find out differently. And this is a real powerful example. And it's a great website, this Missouri Digital Heritage. But the important thing is that I found it on the Research Wiki and FamilySearch. I'm going to click on Missouri Deaths Certificates, 1910 to 1969. Now watch what happens. Click. It takes me right out of FamilySearch, which is okay. Okay. This is the Secretary of State's website. In fact, all states have a page in the, with their state called Secretary of State website. And the Secretary of States in every state are responsible for keeping track of archived records. In this case, death records. So look at this. Sorry, I can't talk today. I'm so excited about this. See, it shows death certificate search. Isn't this cool? And this wasn't even in FamilySearch. So I'm going to type in Thomas's name here. Thomas Wilcox. Whoops. I got to go. Last name is Wilcox. First name is Thomas. And I think he died around 1917. So we'll put a range here, 1916 to 1918. And you can broaden this if you want. Oh, yeah, 1918. Yeah, you can broaden this if you want, but let's just see what happens here. And, if you look over on the right, it allows you to select the county. And I'm pretty sure he died in Callaway County, so I'm going to select Callaway. and then hit search. And you can do this in several of the states. Okay, we're going to try it again. Okay, that was a mistake. Let's see what happened here. Last name. Well, let's try all of them. There it is. I don't know why that worked. Oh, I know why it worked. I'll have to correct myself. He didn't die in Callaway County. He actually died in St. Louis. So that was a mistake. I knew that he was born in Callaway County, but he died in St. Louis. So anyway, watch this. So again, this is not even in FamilySearch, but I'm going to click on this image. Look over here on the right. It allows you to view image, and look at this. I have a death certificate. Isn't that awesome? And it's not in FamilySearch, but it's on the Missouri Secretary of State's website, which was linked from the Research Wiki. So, anyway, this can also be attached to FamilySearch, and I'll see if I could do this kind of quickly here. So the thing is that when you're on a different page besides FamilySearch, you're going to have to do some copying and pasting. So I'm going to go to his page in FamilySearch. Let's see if I could do this with two windows here. I'm going to go to just a second. So follow what I do here, because some people are not sure how to attach a record from a website outside of FamilySearch. So I'm going to go to Thomas Boone Wilcox here. Man, bear with me for a minute. I'm going to be finished fairly soon. So please watch what I'm doing here. I'm going to go to my person in FamilySearch. I'm going to go to sources, and I'm going to have to copy and paste some information because this is outside of FamilySearch. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to go to sources right here, and I'm going to click add source, add new source. Okay. And I want to put a date in here, 1917, just so that this source is sorted in our search list. And I'm going to type in a title here. So I'm just going to say Thomas Wilcox in. Now, watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to say Missouri Digital Heritage and Missouri Digital Heritage. Yeah, I spelled that wrong. HER. Missouri Digital Heritage. And then I'm going to say death certificates. Okay, then I need a web page link, the URL. I'm going to go to the top here. Actually, I think it would be best to go right to the image instead. This one here. And I'm going to go ahead and type that in there. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to click on share, because I'm afraid if I use the URL at the top, it might not be correct. So I'm going to go share here, and this gives me the right one. Okay, you do have to be careful about your links, but this will do it. Okay, so let's see here. So for a citation, I'm just going to type in, I know some of this is a little bit redundant, but I'm going to just say see URL above. I mean, if I were writing a report, I would actually type in the URL here, and then I'll just say accessed 13 October 2026. And what you could do where it says notes is you could copy and paste what the indexed information is right here. It's probably not going to be perfect, but it'll be okay. You can fix that later on if you wanted to. But that is what is showing in the index. So I'm just going to click save here, and this should save this correctly. So let's just see how this worked. 1917. Okay, so there it is right here. I've also got another one up here, but let's do the one I just did. So this is it. And it took me right directly to his death certificate. So isn't that cool? This is a record that was, again, this was not in FamilySearch, but excuse me, but the Research Wiki led me right to it. So I want to go show you just a couple of more things here, and I'm almost done. Give me about a minute here or so. Let's go back to the main page of the wiki. And the thing is that you can search it by topic, like I said, or let's suppose, for example, here's a page here. Let's suppose you're trying to find something with immigration. Well, just type in immigration. Or you could type in, yeah, try this again, immigration, and like immigration to Denmark, or immigration records, or immigration arriving to the United States. Or a couple of favorites that I had is United States Immigration Online Genealogy Records. Check out this. If I go to this page, it shows me state by state where the different records are for immigration, depending on the ports. So that's just another idea. Last idea, try different things here when we get done with the training here. But another one you could put on here is, let's say there's someone in your ward with African-American descent. You could type in African-American genealogy. And here we go. If you look down here, it shows you African-American genealogy, but also resources by state. So it's just an example. And we have phenomenal resources on African-American, but we also have it for all of the countries. So again, use the Research Wiki when you're stuck. And every day I use the Research Wiki, and we teach people every day how to use this in FamilySearch. When people come to the library, we always show them the wiki, or well, almost always, depending on their needs, but especially when they're stuck, we want them to go to the wiki. So anyway, I hope that helps you out a lot, and I'll turn the time over to the McNinches and to Patty, and have a good day. Bye.